Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 21st July 2026. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, or CBIC, has set up a high-level working group to examine a proposal for centralized administration of GST taxpayers with multiple registrations under the same permanent account number or PAN across different central tax jurisdictions in a move aimed at improving ease of doing business. The proposal seeks to address a long-standing industry demand by examining whether businesses operating across multiple states can be administered by a single central GST authority instead of dealing with multiple field formations for different GST registrations. Skyroot Aerospace's successful orbital rocket launch will significantly boost India's private spacetech sector and is expected to increase capital flow and reward patient investors in deep tech startups. Early backers like Mukesh Bansal have already realized substantial returns on their investments. The mission validates India's exceptional technical talent and inspires future founders and engineers. This success will inject greater confidence for domestic and global investors backing Indian deep tech companies. Coca-Cola has appointed JP Morgan and Citi as bankers for a planned 2027 initial public offering of one of its majority-owned bottling partners in India, a critical growth market. The beverage giant said in June it was preparing a 2027 listing of its Indian bottling unit, Hindustan Coca-Cola Holdings, and exploring the sale of part of its stake, joining a broader push by global companies such as Pernod Ricard and Carlsberg to tap India's equity markets. The IPO adds to a string of multinational companies turning to Indian equity markets to monetize their investments rather than raise fresh capital. South Korea's Hyundai Motor and LG Electronics have both pursued stake sales via Indian IPOs, attracted by relatively richer market valuations than in the domestic market. The next e-commerce battle is no longer about reaching more PIN codes, but about winning consumers in Tier 2, Tier 3 and smaller towns, where the bulk of incremental demand is now emerging. Industry estimates show nearly 63% of e-commerce orders originate from these markets, prompting companies to rethink strategies that were once built around metros. Amazon says it now serves all serviceable PIN codes across the country through its fulfillment centers, delivery stations, India Post partnership, and more than 25,000 Kirana partners under its hub delivery program across over 420 towns. Large companies are increasingly choosing premium managed offices in grade A+ buildings, prioritizing hospitality-led services, flexibility, and employee experience over traditional workspaces. Enterprise occupiers now account for nearly 70% of flexi demand, with premium operators expected to command an even higher pricing advantage as corporate demand continues to grow. In a remarkable financial boost, India's central bank recorded significant foreign exchange inflows of $20.72 billion, primarily through a swap facility provided by the Reserve Bank of India. Out of this amount, foreign currency non-resident deposits accounted for $17.41 billion. Meanwhile, external commercial borrowings contributed $1.34 billion and overseas foreign currency borrowings brought in an additional $1.97 billion, enhancing the country's economic standing. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.